Warning, this ain't a half-ass video. Just flavors pulled up from live reactions. Yeah, you're damn right. A whole disclaimer before you watch my shit. Now pull the fuck up. But, well, this is what we about to do. As y'all know, I think I done talked enough and shit like that. We got the request lines open, so if you want to pull up a request, feel free to do so. Now, before I jump things off, you know what I'm saying, because y'all still pulling things up there, whoever's modding the chat, also make sure y'all get Itchy's request as well. I saw him pull up and pull up a request there, so y'all know we got to get that. And I saw who it was too. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to lose, we trying to win. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, let's get that. But before we get like into all of that, I want to show some love here to actually I want to actually get I want to do two of these right now. And one that I want to do I got to do this NF washed up. I'm not gonna lie. I got to do this new NF, man, because last night we did it towards the end. Like it was I think it was the last song that we did on the way out. And just to put in perspective how fire this was, we usually like to go out on a high. You know what I'm saying? Last night's song was deep. It was emotional, but it still had me hyped as fuck because of the video itself. So I'm interested to see how this is going to go now that we jumping off the live with this. So stay sipping with your boy. We got NF washed up coming up right. Yeah. All right, hold on now. Before we go to church and I put my robe on, before I put my robe on, please make sure y'all sip on that like, pull up on a sub. Make sure you got those alerts turned to all, not just personalized. You can sip with me all day. If you like it, hype it. If I did it, clip it. Kool-Aid so good, even a diabetic could drink it. We also got a Discord. You can sip with some Kool-Aid merch and all of that. But yeah, just wanted to get that in and get it out the way because I will not be doing it throughout the entire video. So, pull up. I ain't gonna lie. My boy went and grabbed the black choir on this. This that gospel, man. Roots, I see you.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if I lost the hunger. Where's that kid I used to be when I was on the come up? Where's that drive I used to have before I had the numbers? Where's that take me as I am? I ain't gonna be no puppet.
Oh, say, no, that's a good call out. First off, I'm wondering if I fucked up in the order that I watched these videos. I'm wondering if I truly watched the first one first, because you know NF like to tell stories and put things in sequence and things. So I hope I didn't start this out of order. For me, it actually kind of works because the last thing we saw was Black Hoodie and all of that up. So if that is the case, and everything was on fire too, this may be right afterwards. That's cold. But motherfuckers, when they on the come up and they grinding, they talk about, oh, I'ma stay hungry. I ain't gonna sell out. I'ma keep that drive. Man, if that was me, there ain't no way I would have whatever. But y'all, I have seen it in real life. The second motherfuckers get success or they start doing numbers and things like that, that hunger goes down. And the ones who stay hungry, even though they have a success, those are the ones who you want to watch their moves and you want to like find out, okay, what are they doing? You know what I'm saying? You may have to go to school for a little bit to find out exactly what they doing because it's easier said than done. It's in sports, it's in just in life in general. Like, think about it. How many times you sit there and you watching sports and they talk about, oh, this team was doing good when they were under the radar, but now that everybody's watching them and all the eyes are on them now, how will they live up to the pressure? Oh, this is their first time being in this type of situation while the other team has been in this situation a multitude of times. You see what I'm saying? Like, he was balling on that last year of his deal to get the contract. Now that he's gotten the contract, he's gotten complacent. We see it all the time, so I'm glad that he actually called that out with artists, because a lot of times I don't necessarily think that there's one way of selling out. I think there's multiple ways of selling out. You have the corporate way, going against your beliefs and being a puppet, and then you have that other way of busting your ass, being authentic to get up there, and then the second that you make it, you get just lazy and bored and we barely hear from you type shit. You know what I'm saying? So definitely love the call out on that. Pull up.
Where's that tell it like it is, don't let the label hush you? Where's that yeah I know I'm rich but we gon' keep the budget? Where's that I don't really care about the radio? If they don't like the song then don't play it, I ain't changing nothing.
Where it's at is what we listening to right now. It's funny that he calling that out. It's funny he calls that out because I feel like NF has always kind of, at least from my listening since I've been sipping, I've always felt that he's not necessarily worried about the radio play and like appeasing to the commercial crowd, and that makes the success that he's had even greater, because to have the type of numbers that he has without being on rotation in the radio like that, it's freaking epic. It really is. But my thing is, though, is like, he's asking these questions, and I'm just trying to think, like, are these just thoughts in his head that he just constantly be telling himself, like going through the day-to-day? You know how sometimes we get in our own head and we just be fucking ourselves up. I'm wondering if it's that, because the things he's saying, I don't necessarily see him moving that way. I see him being the opposite of everything that he's talking about. So is this kind of just one of those mental hurdle things that he's having to get through on the day-to-day and the shit that he be fighting daily? Or like, is this a call out to the folks in the industry who do move like this, or what? Y'all pull up in the comments and let me know.
Yeah, where's that person at? You see him tell him I've been hurting bad. You see him tell him that I missed the way we used to rap, and I ain't making music anymore if he don't care enough to have my back. Yeah, dropping trash. Wouldn't say that I've been doing that, but I'd be lying through my teeth if I said I don't think my moment passed. Yeah, I think my moment passed. Am I on the brink of something great?
He buried himself up. He picking himself.
Have I lost it?
Yeah, that was so fucking cold. Because my first thought when I saw the grave, I'm like, okay, he's probably digging it for him in the white suit. But on this one, he's actually burying that version up. So now my head is fucked. I don't know if I'm doing this in order, and I don't care. I'm all the way fucking here for it. Went down, buried his body back up, or, you know what I'm saying, dug his body up, got the treasure map. Where he going, though? His videos be fucking sick, man. Like, really, like, it seems like he putting his money in two places. He's putting money into the studio and these videos. The shows too, you know what I'm saying? That's by default, but I feel like a lot of the budget, well, no, I take that back, because the studio's the studio. The budget would be the shows and the videos, but a lot of fucking time goes into the booth though with this shit. Bro lives in that motherfucker.
Have I lost it? Am I on the verge of making waves? Or am I washed up? The small rooms, the intimacy, no feeling like it. Those old shoes, nostalgic, I put my feet inside them. The Lord knew I needed this to survive the violence. The raw truth, I'm nothing without the Father's guidance. Who are you? The question that built this whole empire. Your old news, the statement that makes me think retire. The game's new, so eventually we all have to climb it. When wrong,
you can't fight death, bro. You can't fight death. That's the wow. That's fucking deep, dog. That's deep, man. Say, this motherfucker's wicked, man. Like, really though, he's went into his fucking bag, yo, for real. And it's between like the other videos, like Hope and everything else. He's just giving you just one big ass motherfucking my words ain't even doing it justice, fam. I'm telling y'all right now, my words ain't even doing this shit justice. I love cinematics and I love details. So I love when you can actually sit back and be like, all right, we didn't just turn the camera on with some bullshit ideas. This shit is very well fucking thought out. The editing on it is freaking amazing. Yeah, he's using videos for what the fuck that they're used for. This was the purpose of videos.
moving, career is dying. Yeah, can I revive it? Did that check the label gave me make me uninspired? Am I ignorant to think that I still got the fire? Am I hanging on to something I should say goodbye to? Yeah, has my time expired? Did my prime already pass?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Tell you, I would do the same. Again, the details, throwing me in the grave, and then when my body hits, it hits on beat like that. Yeah, I do the same thing, man. I do the same thing.
Or am I about to find it? Did my peak already happen, or am I still climbing? Is that passion that I had gone, or am I on the brink of something great? Or have I lost it? Am I on the verge of making waves? Or am I washed up?
That wasn't a music video, nigga. That was a music movie. Motherfuckers not doing they shit like this, man. Not consistently. They may touch it for a video or two. They may touch like one or two or do like a little trilogy or something. This motherfucker's doing that with every drop. I'm not gonna lie. One of these days we gonna sit down and we just gonna run through, and we just gonna go through just in order, just doom. I'm talking about anime binge style in this motherfucker, for real.
Top rope, catch a vibe, catch a foot when I drive. Big pressure, I apply. In the ring, you won't survive. Yeah, I swerve when I drive. Yeah, I swerve when I drive. Yeah, I swerve when I drive. Defeating me, you lost your mind.
Oh yeah, 5 cups, easy. And Itchy, I'm with you on your on NF and his team cinematic skills. I'm definitely with you on that, because it definitely seems like he has a crew and he's working with the right folks and people who understand his vision, and if they don't understand it, they willing to learn it. And I still think Falling in Reverse is a good example too, because Ronnie and them dudes, like, they put a lot into their fucking videos. They do, because they understand the marketing part of it, and that's what you always got to have, regardless how known you are. You gotta reinvest in yourself to the point that when people see you, they like, damn, man, his numbers say this, but the way he presenting it say this motherfucker should be up there. That needs to be your mindset every time. Off top, and NF has his fucking foot on the gas. Real deal Kool-Aid spill. Hey, got to sip on that. And it looks like Home is the third one. So let's get that on the list just in case. You know what I'm saying? If we have a slow night or something like that, I'm definitely down to run through that. But yeah, no, I'm here for this. That shit's a 5-cupper upper all day. And it's just I guess you just gotta go through it, man. I guess you just gotta go through it, because for folks who may not have these type of mental hurdles and things like that, and folks whose like head don't work this way, I could see how to some it could be like, okay, this is a downer. But to a motherfucker who doesn't who don't actually like have these thoughts and you have these discussions with yourself, it hit too close to home for you to just dismiss that shit and ignore it. Like, I'm here for it, man, and it's the type of shit that needs to be heard. These are the type of messages that need to be put out there. It's the same reason that we be sipping with Max Streets and Ren and, you know what I'm saying, like all these other artists, because you have to, again, you got to normalize it, but I want to say it has to be genuine. And thanks to y'all and thanks to us reactors, I think we're finding the genuine people who really give a fuck about this shit and really going about it the right way, because there are people out here who use like the mental health thing as a bait because they know that there's a fan base there, so they try to make money off the dopamine that shit creates for others. But when you get authentic artists who've actually been through shit, got a message to say, and have a real creative way of bringing it to your attention, that's where you're winning at, because we want to be entertained at the end of the day. Y'all think y'all just like Vincent's Tale because of the song? No. Y'all, it's the video too. Trust you me, it's the video too. The NF fans out there, y'all think y'all just rocking with homie just for the music? No, it's the videos as well. It matters, man, because the entertainment factor has to be there. The music alone will only get you so far. And that's what people like NF and Ren and these other artists have figured out, is that it gotta be more than the music, man. You gotta capture these motherfuckers' attention, and you gotta touch their soul for real. And if it's fictional, you're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? A fake plastic sword ain't about to. I mean, it may cut some skin if you like whack a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like on some blunt force type stuff, but it's not going to go in like a real blade would. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. But no, 5 cups on that, easy. I'm out here for it. Support the message. If you agree or disagree, pull up in my comment section and let me know. We could talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you sip on that like first. Pull up on that sub and do all that first, and then we can talk about it. But nah, NF is on something with this shit right here, and it's just wild. He just smacked us with 3 videos in one day. Just why? He did the Hateful J 3 times. My nigga NF did the Hateful J smack 3 times to our bitch ass. I'm just saying though, pull up.
Dipped on lit, better crossed over 45. Head to Pleasant Grove, but some call it Grove Side. Dipped on Loot 12, had about 4 G's. Then I hit up Omar for some Dub Deuce D's. Dipped on Syene, now we headed to the side. Remember Dr. Watts, put the goals in your mind. Swung on Metropolitan, stopped at 210, where they holler, eat that love, put that Texas on the end.